Coach who is gone to another coach who is calling it quits with his job. Super Falcons manager Randy Waldrum has resigned from his position as head coach of the Nigerian senior female team. The American coach was appointed coach of the nine-time African champions on the 5th of October 2020. The 67-year-old, in his letter of resignation, cited ill health of his wife as the reason for stepping aside. He said, "It's been a very difficult few weeks following the Olympics with my wife's health issues and the worries that obviously comes with that. After much thoughts and consideration, I am hereby resigning my position as head coach of the Super Falcons." End of quote. In his 4 years of engagement with the Super Falcons, Waldrum qualified the team for the 2023 World Cup, where they reached the round of 16, but was eliminated by England in penalty shootout. He also led the team to qualify for the 2024 Olympics, breaking their 16 years jinx of not playing at that event. JaneFrances Nweze is the former media manager of the Super Falcons. She was at the World Cup with the team in France and also in Australia. She joins me live from our Abuja office. Glad to have you on the program today, Jane. How would you describe Waldrum's 4-year tenure as Super Falcons manager? Good, bad, ugly, better, or best?
Well, I'd say he had a fair run, promise. I mean, yes, he has his bad records from losing about 3 games at the 2022 Women Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco to having about 5 winless game runs also on his way to the 2023 World Cup, not being on the podium in the last women WAFCON. But then I think he transformed all of that a bit in the 2023 World Cup, where Nigeria, eventually excelled in a team that maybe many people did not give us a chance because, we were the lowest ranked in that team. We're also in the one of the hosting nations group and all that. So it looked like it was a tough one, but he was able to come out from there and also play very engaging and interesting quarterfinals with the 3 Lionesses of England. So definitely all those kind of helped to push up his fortune, and we had a lot of expectation from him going into the Olympics, the 2024 Olympics. But then you also know that he has had a lot of running battles, issues with the Nigerian Football Federation, especially the technical department, where it's been alleged that his lists were tampered with. But I think that one of the good things Nigerians would remember him for, aside the decent outing at the 2023 World Cup, is that he was the principal person that, opened up the Super Falcons team, where we now have lots of Nigerians who were not raised in Nigeria coming into the team, playing in the team, finding their fittings in the team. I mean, before him, we saw the likes of Ineobong and Courtney DK, who couldn't really manage to excel in the Super Falcons team. They came, they came during the time of the former Swedish coach Thomas Deneby, but they couldn't succeed. They couldn't take out the Nigerians. But coming Randy Waldrum, he found a way to fit in, the Plumpters of this world, the 2 sisters, the Cole sisters, Nicole Payne sisters as we have them, and a lot more of Ifeoma Onumono, the striker we gave so many chances, but eventually couldn't manage to keep the place. So I think that he managed to bring in that mix of having the players who were raised abroad to find their feet and confidence in playing in the Super Falcons team. And this, you would agree with me, has opened up that space. And we would have a lot more of that a lot of people are even scared that now it might be difficult for homegrown, talents to actually get a place in the Super Falcons team.
Okay, Jane, looking at his statistics with the team, like you rightly pointed out in the last few minutes, he had issues with the federation at some point. He also had issues with the Nigerian sporting press. Will Randy Waldrum be missed?
Well, for a lot of reasons. So people had, people have very different impressions about him. If you have been in a competition with Randy Waldrum, I don't think you will feel so bad about him leaving, because yes, he caged his team. He tried to protect them beyond what we could understand. But eventually, we had to cut him some slack, understanding the fact that he has only coached a university team where you have young people who are impressionable. So you would understand when maybe he's looking at the 9-time champions of Africa, where you have big stars like Asisa Toshola, as far back as even the 2022 AFCON that we're talking about, the likes of Onomebi. And then you tell the press that, the presence of the press is a distraction to the team. That's an unbelievable story, because we know that tournaments and media events, yes, you prepare for your games, but there would always be room, for the press to have an interaction with the players, to feel their pulse, to tell a better story. So yes, he had that running, that difficulty, taking in Nigerian press, also taking in criticism. Remember the name of the game. You're as good as your last game. So if people are not impressed, they're going to criticize. Now it's there for you to take what you want from the criticisms. But sometimes he takes it very personal, and he always had that issue. But yes, there would also be other good things that many people, would remember him for, and of course miss him for. Definitely.
All right, JaneFrances Nweze, thank you so much for talking to us on the program today. Thank you.